This episode of Coronavirus North Carolina News Brief is brought to you by Right By You Mortgage. Wherever life takes you, we're right by you. Visit rightbyyouMortgage.com/podcast to learn more.
From WRAL News and the Capital Broadcasting Podcast Network, this is your Coronavirus North Carolina News Brief for Friday, November 13th, 2020. I'm Brian Schrader. Coronavirus cases in North Carolina's rural communities are contributing most to the rapid rises we've seen. State health officials say cases have been increasing faster in rural counties and stressing the smaller hospital systems there. State Health and Human Services Secretary Dr. Mandy Cohen discussed the findings of the new report, and she announced a testing plan to help keep potentially infected college students from spreading the virus at home over the holidays.
The majority of these cases are in the white population and in people under the age of 49. Deaths in rural white population has also increased. It's particularly worrisome to see high rates of COVID spread in our rural counties because health care can be harder to access in those communities. Most rural hospitals are small, and some are already feeling stretched to their capacity limits. COVID is adding to the strain that those hospitals already face in colder winter months. So with Thanksgiving coming up, also college students will be heading home soon. To help further prevent the spread of COVID, my department is providing tests to colleges and universities across the state so that students can get tested before they leave campus and go home for holiday break.
Several staff members at the Harnett County Sheriff's Office tested positive for coronavirus, and now fingerprint services are suspended. That means the office cannot process gun purchase or concealed carry permits. Anyone who had an appointment before November 23rd is going to need to reschedule, and the Sheriff's Office hopes to provide an update later this month. The incoming Biden administration announced a new coronavirus task force. We asked several of the health officials that you often hear on WRAL how they feel about the officials who are going to be helping to shape the nation's recovery. Dr. David Wall from UNC, Aaron McKeithen from Duke, and Dr. Cameron Wolf from Duke all say they're optimistic that the country is going to be able to move forward and battle this virus together.
This is a fight that America is in together, that there's no red virus or blue virus. There's only one virus, and it doesn't care who we are or what our political affiliations are. We know the science. This is not political any longer. Let's get out there and let's do what we need to do together.
It's not a partisan matter to say that a top priority is to get schools safely reopened as quickly as we can, both for the health and well-being of our children who are struggling with Wi-Fi and broadband and sharing Zoom access and that sort of thing during the day, but also to help their parents get back to work.
It is a really experienced task force. And so I can only look at that, and if that's representative of what the next few months will come to pass as a different administration, that is a wonderful start. And even the fact that is number one on the priority list as the Biden administration begin to plan, that is extremely reassuring to me.
Applications now are open for small businesses in Durham looking for more grant money. Businesses can apply for up to $10,000 to help with expenses related to the pandemic. The applications are available at durhambusiness360.com. And don't forget that new limitations on indoor gatherings take effect this weekend. Groups are limited to 10 people. That's down from 25 people. And North Carolina is going to remain in Phase 3 for at least 3 more weeks. This has been your Coronavirus North Carolina News Brief for Friday, November 13th, 2020. Let us know what you think of the podcast. Leave a rating or review wherever you listen, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a new episode. I'm Brian Schrader. Thanks for listening.
When it comes to buying a new home, you want to know that you're in good hands. At Right By You Mortgage, the dedicated team of lenders live in your community and are committed to being right by you every step of the way. Whether you're a growing family, a relocating professional, or a retiring couple, they'll partner with you to find the right loan to fit your unique home buying needs. Plus, listeners of this podcast will enjoy the Right By You Mortgage on-time closing guarantee. They promise to close on time or they'll pay you and the seller $500. Visit rightbyyouMortgage.com/podcast to take advantage of this offer. Wherever life takes you, we're right by you. Go to rightbyyouMortgage.com/podcast for full details. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 402136.